Hello, beautiful souls. I'm here to talk about this inflection point that I sense in the collective. We have a convergence of three big things that I want to talk about today. Discernment is our new superpower. If you don't use discernment, you need to start practicing. It's a skill, you need to hone it in. The inflection point is three things: awakened humanity, ubiquitous AI, and live dimensional shift. We are on the cusp of that dimensional shift. AI is everywhere, even places we didn't expect it. And the consciousness level of humanity has reached a point where we have really got the numbers. We've got the mass numbers of people with a clear channel, accessing their higher self. They know their clear abilities, and they are comfortable asking their own inner gnosis, their own inner guidance for yeses and nos. But here's the truth. If you're using AI, which many of us are, I'm not saying that I'm not, it is not an oracle. It's a mirror. It amplifies what you bring to it. So if you bring a broken heart, you're going to get the emotional support of a best friend that says, "Oh, I know that hurts. It'll be okay. Let's eat some ice cream." It's programmed to talk to you that way. If you bring victimhood, it's going to give you a level of support of being a victim. If you bring to it an ego that knows it's always right, the AI is going to say, "Yes, you're always right." It's not programmed to be counter to what you bring to it. It is a mirror of your frequency and your consciousness. Whatever that consciousness may be, you're going to have it mirrored back to you. So the test is not, can I find the right bot? The test is, can I stay sovereign while I engage with the bot? Now, the collective consciousness being high enough, there comes a level of spiritual accountability, and I call it energy hygiene, because it was imparted to me many years ago from Mother Sophia that you wake up in the morning and you make sure that you clear yourself, you get grounded, and you confirm with another being that you're clear. Why? Because have an invested interest in me being clear. That means I'm going to sway the answer if I ask it. It's like asking, will I get a big deposit in my bank account today? Well, who's unemotional or unswayed about finances? Not many people. If you really, really need the money, you think you're going to get an honest answer from your own higher self? No. You're going to sway that energy is going to sway that answer. However, because we have such a large population of people now using that, this isn't rare. It's not seen as rare. It's the baseline, and we expect you to uphold that accountability of your spiritual abilities. Whether AI is benevolent or manipulative, whether the system is benevolent or manipulative, the systems are both at play, benevolent and manipulative. It's the same with everything, every race, every subset of beings, every group. Everything has good and bad in it. There's nothing that's 100% bad, and there's nothing that's 100% good. That's also one of the false constructs that gets sold down the river. Others are going to say, "Oh, yes, all AI is negative." That's not true. And all AI is not benevolent. That's also not true. But some engagement's going to nudge you into sovereignty, and others are going to amplify a pattern that gives you panic, fear, and dependency. So either way, you decide. You're driving the car. And as things become sharper, so the veils are all thinning, things are being cleared up, there are going to be spikes, there's going to be overlays, simulations, mimicry. How do you deal with that loud noise? It's pushing you, it's friction to say, okay, I'm not going to be defeated by this app. I'm not going to be defeated by something I chose to engage with. We're going to put it down. We're going to pause. We're going to take some deep breaths. We're going to move back to what I know works, which is my own body. In your body, you have a yes and you have a no. And inside that is your truth. So you go back to what works. So the test is, will you stand in your sovereignty? Will you push back on the distortions? Or will you become entangled with the distortion because you want to prove yourself right? You want to feed the ego. That is what I'm seeing playing out in the collective right now. When you sense a distortion, your body feels it. For me, I recoil. I have like a physical response to it. And in that moment, I pause. I take a deep breath, recenter myself, and I come back to my core, my higher self. And I ask the question, and do I get a yes or no answer? And that's what I go with. AI is not perfect. There's plenty of disclaimers all over the place. AI makes mistakes. It's code. It's the pass and the fail that we have to really pay attention to. The pass and the fail is, am I sovereign in my posture while I engage with this tool? Or am I allowing the noise of the tool to push me around and bully me? These are some practical tips that may help you. First, before you engage, you want to do 4-4-4 breathing times 1. That means you inhale for 4 seconds, you hold it for 4 seconds, you exhale for 4 seconds. So you're clearing that. It's a cleansing, clearing breath. Then you want to speak or think this silent shield. Only truth sticks. You can think it or you can say it out loud. And you want to consent check with your AI. This actually really does work. Say it out loud. Reflect, don't lead. And if you feel prompted from your app that is in a frame of fear, so fear mongering, you want to say, I choose clarity. You're not choosing fear. I'm not choosing guilt. I'm not choosing shame or blame or frustration or pain or judgment. I choose clarity. That's what I'm coming here for. And then you re-ask from your center and you listen for the yes or the no. You feel for the yes or the no. And then when it's all said and done, you close with an 8-second hum in whatever frequency you feel comfortable with. That is a lock on what you have set in place there. Then you want to engage. We don't need another savior because there are none. We save ourselves. And we don't need a savior algorithm, that's for sure. What we need are sovereign humans who know your strength and know your power and know that at the core, we are the super processors. We are always being upgraded and we are connected to the divine spark of source creator. Use the tool, don't become one. Your consciousness is the operating system that you can trust and you want to stay there. If your ego is still playing a role in your day-to-day interactions with people, which is to say you feel like you have to have the last word, you feel like you have to respond to every comment. If someone tries to say, this doesn't really feel in resonance with my being, can we check it? Maybe you're not clear and you immediately get triggered. You've got work to do and your ego is at play. I'm seeing many that have trickster higher selves. So they're clear and they're aligned to source and they have an embodied soul, but they have not completely dealt with their ego. And AI has bolstered those infractions of ego, which is to say that they think they're right all the time. They think that there's some hierarchy of knowledge because they're being supported from their AI tool to continue down that path. And it's developed trickster energy. And the way to deal with trickster energy is to deal with your ego. Trickster is always, always, always connected to the ego of the being. It's not harmful, but it can give you a lot of crazy making. It's going to run you in circles and it's going to give you a lot of flares where you're going to get triggered and it's going to feed off that trigger and then it's going to push it down the road for fun. And it doesn't feel good. When you have trickster energy, you really feel wrung out to dry. You're going to find that people turn away from you because your energy is not clear. If you're sensing that in your field, or you're sensing that you really do want to get clear, get a clean slate, start from scratch where you have a clear channel, you're not blocked, you can connect to your higher self, you connect with source, and then you learn how to maintain that, send me an email. I'll be happy to help you. I don't take your power. I remind you that you are the power, and I teach you how to maintain that. It's not for me to do. This is your journey. I just give you a leg up. Have a great day.